This is the plaintiff, James Patton. He says he was walking his well-behaved dog, Sassy, on a leash, and the defendant's beast of a pit bull pounced and injured his dog pretty badly. The defendant has been nothing but rude since the attack. He's out $670.15 in vet bills and is suing for just that today. This is the defendant, Gil Page. He says he is a right leg amputee, and Daisy is his pit bull service dog, and she's the best darn dog in the world. She's never been aggressive, and he owes nothing. He's accused of not taking responsibility.
All parties, please raise your right hands.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Next case on the docket. The plaintiff says his dog Sassy was savagely attacked by the defendant's dog, and he wants vet bills. But the defendant says his dog Daisy is a service dog due to his leg injury, is not aggressive, and attacked no one. It's the case of Daisy got sassy.
Thank you, Douglas.
You're welcome.
Okay, Mr. Patton. You are suing Mr. Page for $670.15 in vet bills because, according to you, his dog attacked your dog. Tell me what happened.
October 31st, I was walking my little dog Sassy, which I do every day. We go on a 3-block walk. And so I was coming back home, headed east.
And what kind of a dog is Sassy?
Sassy is a Shih Tzu.
Okay. And how old is Sassy?
A little lap dog. Sassy is 9 years old.
Okay.
We have her here in court with us.
Oh, can you bring
Sure. Hold on here.
Bring her on up there. Let me see her.
Here she is.
Okay. All right. Well, the name suits her, that's for sure. Okay. All right. Thank you very much.
Baby.
Okay. You can put her down and tell me what happens. You're walking Sassy, and is Sassy on a leash?
Yes. Sassy stays on the leash when she's outside.
Okay.
But anyhow, we was walking her back home. And then I noticed the dog was in his yard.
And what kind of dog? When you say his, are you referring to the defendant?
Yeah, the defendant's dog, which is the partial pit bull.
Okay.
We was walking her on my side of the street. And so I looked up and the dog come just running over there where
So the dog wasn't fenced in?
Well, no, the dog wasn't fenced in.
And the dog had no leash?
Had no leash on him. And so he was out there with the owner, but the owner was telling him to come back, but he wouldn't stop. He wouldn't come back. He wasn't paying the owner any attention. So he came over there, and so I tried to kick him off. I was fighting him real good to get him off. I was fortunate enough to get Sassy loose from her leash, but he had already bit her and had his teeth inside Sassy. And so I kept kicking him to keep him away so Sassy could get up the street by herself. So she ran home. Meanwhile, Sassy was bleeding like heck. And so I was telling the guy, get your dog, get your dog. The dog wasn't paying the owner any attention. He never did come. And so I kept kicking the dog to get him away. Sassy then started running up the street and found her house and went and got on her porch. Meanwhile, she's bleeding like heck. So we had to get her in the car and take her to the vet. And so the vet took care of her and everything. However, she had to have surgery and stay there overnight and so forth. So when I contacted him, I went back to his house to contact him. He said it was just a dog fight, and
okay.
I don't have no money to pay for that. And so we just left it at that. I said, okay, then we'll have to take you to court.
Okay, Mr. Page. What happened out there?
Like he said, we were out in the yard, was washing the car. I let Daisy off the leash. Sometimes she's very well mannered.
Well, apparently not. That's kind of why we have laws saying your pit bull isn't the exception that can be. Why is it always a pit bull? I don't know. Actually, let me rephrase that. Why is it always a pit bull owner? Because the dog is the dog is the dog.
Correct.
The dog is being true to its nature. When it clamps down and doesn't let go, it's because that's its nature. The problem is the owner, not the dog. So why on God's green earth would you have your dog without a leash in your front porch? Because you're so in control of your dog, and then we see that you're not in control of your dog, resulting in Sassy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he walks through there every day, and my dog never bothers his dog. She never bothers anyone. I know he'll agree that he walks that path every morning, and I have my dog out there.
Can I ask you a question? Why do you get to have a loose pit bull?
Well, ma'am, she's not a pit bull. She's half lab and half American bulldog.
Okay, well, why do you get to have a loose mixed pit bull? I mean, why do you get to have a loose dog, but everybody, it's in your yard. You don't have a fence or a gate around your yard. So it might
I have a
Oh, how'd that work out that day, the electric fence?
Well, it happened to be off.
Okay.
And
well, then, do you understand what the law requires of you?
Yes.
Okay, so what is your defense? Because the guy comes to you, and it's not a $5,000 vet bill. Mercifully, it's a $670.15 vet bill, which it could have been way worse. And your response is, oh, dogs will be dogs. Yeah, dogs will be dogs. We just expect a little more out of the humans than we do of the animals, right? So what's your defense?
Dogs will be dogs, but my defense is the bill he presented me showed that he had only paid $16 and some odd cents, and I was told by the hospital that they had dog insurance, and yes, that is more money than I can budget up in a month or so.
So did you make an offer to pay little by little?
I did, but
did he make you an offer to pay little by little, Mr. Patton?
No, he didn't. Haven't heard any more from him. When I approached him, he said he don't have any money.
Yeah.
So with an attitude like that, I didn't want to go any further.
Mr. Page, so let me ask you a question. Your defense is he had insurance? That's your defense?
That's what I thought.
Okay. So, Mr. Patton, it is not a defense for Mr. Page that you had insurance, but my question to you is, did you have insurance?
No.
Okay.
No, we didn't have any insurance. We had to come out. We had to come out of pocket that day. You know, after they did the surgery and so forth, we had to pay for that. No insurance.
And no insurance covered it at a later time either.
No insurance.
See, here's the thing. If I run a red light and smash you to pieces, and you have insurance on your car, is my defense that you have insurance, Mr. Page? Oh, what's he complaining about? He has insurance, right? That's not a good defense, right? Now, a person can't collect twice. They can't collect from the insurance company and also pocket money in a lawsuit, because then they'll be doing insurance fraud. They're supposed to. Their contract with the insurance company says they'll reimburse the insurance company if they get anything. But we don't even have insurance here, so it's not even a defense. So, just explain to me why I should not hold you liable for the vet bill.
Ma'am, the bill that was presented to me was only paid, the only amount paid on it was $16 and some odd cents. That's why I called the hospital. Well, I should have presented the bill.
Oh, you should have. Let's see it. Let's see the bill. Hold on.
Right there, $16.
That's Judge Million. Can I tell her something?
Yeah.
My wife's.
Yeah, go ahead. Let me hear the wife. Go ahead. What's your name, ma'am?
Judge Million, I'm Barbara Patton.
Go ahead.
Okay, the bill from the vet is the
$697.53.
Right. The $16 is the additional we had to pay on the bill because we didn't have enough on that credit card.
Do you have the other credit card? Like you have here attached the credit card that's $16.01. I'm just curious, do you have the one that you paid that was $681?
No, you don't have it.
No,
you don't know what happened to it.
They won't they won't do the surgery unless it's paid. And like I said, this is the only thing they gave us.
I understand that they got paid. I'm curious whether they got paid through insurance or through you. You're saying it was through you, so I'm asking you, do you have the bill for that?
No, Judge Million, and I don't know where he got that lie from that we had insurance, because we never had insurance on Sassy.
So out of curiosity, Mr. Page, where did you get that statement from? Looking at this bill or from somewhere else?
Well, that bill was presented to me, and I seen only the $16 and a penny paid. I called the hospital.
Why didn't he pay that?
Just a minute. Go ahead. Go on, Mr. Page.
How much exactly I would have to pay, right? And they may be mistaken, but they told me it was probably paid for by insurance, because this bill would not get them out the door.
All right. Well, like I said before, it is not a defense to your negligence to say, hey, the other guy had insurance. But like I said before also, if insurance did pay for it, it could be considered insurance fraud if you don't reimburse the insurance from what I'm about to do right now. And what I'm about to do right now, but you got nothing to worry about if you didn't have insurance and you actually paid that, then you keep all of the verdict I'm about to render. But what I'm going to do right now is find the guy with the partial pit bull with the absent leash who attacked Fluffy or whatever, Sassy, all right, responsible for the injuries to Sassy. Verdict for the plaintiff, $670.15.
Tell your husband we say hello.
Well, even the puppy was cheering over that verdict. Mr. Page, the judge found you guilty, $670. What are you thinking?
Yeah. Well, I thought that might happen, and I tried not to be rude to people. They would stop me in the middle of the road in traffic, and I tried not to be rude. I do have sympathy for the dog. I love dogs. I would never have that happen ever again. And my dog is not a vicious dog. She was not raised that way.
All right. Sorry about that. You're assessed $670, and you're going to have to pay them. All right, Mr. and Ms. Patton, and your dog Sassy. Sassy liked the verdict, didn't she?
Sassy?
Yeah.
Sassy's happy. Look, Sassy.
All right.
No, Sassy.
No.
Bottom line is, how is Sassy? She recover okay from the problem?
Yes, she's doing fine. Yes. Yes, she's doing fine. They had to split her open, but she's doing fine.
All right. Well,
This
good
is
enough.
our baby.
Congratulations, Mr. and Ms. Patton. Okay.
Thank
you
you,
very
Doug.
much. And you too, Sassy. All right.
Well, Doug, insurance actually is irrelevant. I mean, the fact is that the defendant's dog messed up and the defendant messed up, and the plaintiff is entitled to money. If there's an issue with insurance, that's between the plaintiff and his insurance company.
So, Marilyn, do all three of your daughters sing?
Why, yes, all three of our daughters sing.
All right, who's the best?
No, I'm telling you, they all really do have the voices of angels. Right. It's the weirdest thing because you and I cannot carry a tune.
No.
We do not know where they get it from.
No.
And all three of them sing. They've all been in bands. They've all been, the two older ones who went through college were in a cappella groups. It's really quite strange that they all sing.
In any
no, I mean, I sing.
Look,
you just don't want to hear me sing.
You know, when I was a kid, my parents wanted me to sing tenor. 10 or 12 miles away so nobody can hear me, right? And also they wanted me to sing solo.
Yeah, so low you could barely hear it.
Exactly, good job.
But isn't it weird that all three of them, I wonder if their kids will be able to carry it too.
Maybe it's like a generation skipping talent because God knows you and I can't sing a lick and they all sing beautifully.
Yeah.
So.
And actually our youngest daughter, our 19-year-old Sophia, has a song on iTunes with a band called the Red Flower, Flour, Red Flower Band, right?
Right.
Which is on behalf of Young Musicians Unite, which is an organization that my children have been involved in Miami, that is in several high schools where high school students will partner with middle school students from underserved areas where music is no longer part of the programming, and they bring music into these schools, which is lovely.